celebrated 20 years together last month. We are two boys, 16 and 12. And, just so you know, Stacy's actually going to pass something out for me. For everyone, just kind of, I would say, wait to the end before you open them. Everybody has one. I'll kind of explain what it is later. And, sorry. Okay. The last time I spoke.
You're among friends.
Right? The last time I spoke with our people, I used to be a Cub Scout leader. So they were 8 years old.
So we should start talking and cutting up?
Yeah, there you go. That might help me out a bit.
Go stand in front of Rich, you'll feel better.
Well, I guess about our business. Greg's been in this type of business for probably 20 years. He started out in high school and working at golf courses, doing the lawn maintenance and everything there. And then he actually did do a stint in the Army, which I think really helped a lot with his the discipline and all that kind of stuff. So he's usually always on time, that kind of thing. He actually went there to work on satellites. So he's kind of, I guess, decided not to keep doing that after he got out. Some of the services that he does offer, you know, the regular lawn maintenance, cut the lawn, edge, blow off, weed, that kind of thing. They also do the trimming of all the bushes. He does the landscape and the design. For the landscape design, there's a little bit of a difference between a landscape architect and a landscape designer. An architect actually did go to school for that, but they have no real-world experience in planting the plants or seeing what survives and where it survives. A landscape designer is somebody who you know, has worked out in the field, and they have a little bit more knowledge about what plants go where, that kind of thing. Because, you know, certain things survive in the sun, certain things don't, vice versa. He does do irrigation repair, troubleshooting, that kind of thing, for those who want, sorry, I was actually and irrigation installation. I could say probably doesn't like do the irrigation installation because that's a lot of trenches you got to dig, but I'm wearing the uniform that we wear out there because I actually do work with Greg. I help dig those trenches, plant the plants, mow the lawns. I do everything. We also do the landscape lighting, and with the landscape lighting, what we like to do is it's very important to get someone who's knowledgeable with the lighting, because if you get somebody who doesn't know how to properly connect everything, we actually did have a customer who had lighting prior to us starting, and the person did not use the correct connectors, and his lawn did catch on fire. So we did have to replace the lawn. So it's pretty important. But that's actually one of my favorite things to do. We come out and install the lighting. We have to go back at the nighttime because you don't know when the light's going to shine during the day, so you come back at night and you adjust everything. Because I think a house should glow. You don't want your house to look like a parking lot. You want it just to accent. If you spend all that money, have a landscape put in, but most people, you're not even home during the day, you're working. So the only time you get to enjoy it is at night when you can't see it. So, he also does have a tractor, so we do bush hog work for those who have, I guess, large fields. We do install mulch, we do a sod installation and removal. When you do the sod removal, that is a process. They have to go out probably about for 3 weeks. They spray the lawn every week, get everything killed. Then they have to bring a sod cutter in, take out everything that's dead, and level out the grass. It's very important that you do not put sod on top of old sod. I have actually seen that quite a few times, because that will just kill the sod that you have. It's also very important that you use sod that's from the area. Some people like to truck it in from down south. Well, down south is a completely different climate. They get it for a bit cheaper. So the grass normally lasts for maybe about a year, and then it starts to die off. So anybody who's ever had grass installed, and it looks great for the first year, and then all of a sudden it starts to decline, that's probably the reason why. We do have certain things that we do outsource. We have a spray company that we use that really does a wonderful job for those who would like to get their lawn sprayed. And we have a tree trimmer that we use who actually is also a firefighter. Our company does accept credit cards because I know a lot of landscapers don't do that. Let's see, I guess a little bit of one-on-one, I'll show you. Little grass one-on-one. There are different types of grass. If you have like bahia, there are certain ways you have to cut it in order for it to stay green and to keep the weeds out. You would want to cut it, it's 3.5 inches tall. But if you had St. Augustine, you want to cut it as high as you possibly can, which we cut out 5 inches, which actually most residential lawnmowers won't even go up that high. But that's how we can keep it looking a lot nicer than other places. I think that's kind of all my little one-on-one stuff. I'll tell you about, I guess, about the boxes and stuff that I set out. I am also involved in another business with a niece. We make things for women, for gifts, things like that. And I thought instead of giving everybody, I mean, I don't think you want to plant, something's going to make a mess. So as a thank you for everybody, for all the support and everything we've gotten, I decided to make these gifts. Now for the men, most of you probably would not want to keep this. You can pass this on. Free gift to a lady in your life. It'll be fine. And